Hello everyone, welcome back to more AEW on TEW 2020. We are here week 2 of August on our show of Rampage. Moving on towards All Out, we start off with the Briscoes defeating the Hardy Brothers. Yeah. Matt Hardy, I think, still is recovering a little bit. Penalized for stamina, kind of physical ability. Whatever, it's fine. Afterwards, Jake Roberts, who was on commentary for this match, gets up, but the Young Bucks music hits, and they step out with mics. And, right away, they're returning, they're talking, probably just like as they're walking out, they're saying, don't go out there and hurt yourself, Jake Roberts, we got this. Now, of course, all of you guys out there might be wondering what exactly we're referring to when we say this, and what we mean, of course, is the tag team titles. Mark, Jay, buddies. We've had our scraps in the past. We've had a legendary feud in ROH, and I don't mean to alarm you, but we have the upper hand in accolades. Sure, you're AEW champions right now, and while them boys have so many ROH tag title wins, we have IWGP tag title wins. We're the damn lifeblood of AEW's existence. You guys are nothing, but... And then Jake Roberts cuts him off and he says, "You may be part of why AEW is where it is today, Jackson's Bucks. But here in AEW, you've done nothing but disappoint. You've failed to win these tag titles, and that's not going to change it all out." Briscoes, they have their own mic, and they just say, "Y'all talk too much. We gotta show them what we're worth in that ring." Because, honestly, in-ring work, that's what AEW's all about. We ain't about all this talking shit. We're all about getting in that ring, and we're getting to fighting. So, just building up that feud a little bit more. After this, a vignette plays in the Nightmare Factory, showing Paige Van Zandt training with the Nightmare family once again. Midway through training, Paige Van Zandt kind of just quits. She just leaves, disgusted. Dustin Rhodes yells at her for her unprofessionality, but she's interrupted by Dan Lambert's voice, calling in. Dan Lambert says that Van Zandt is far more professional than anyone that's ever worked at the Nightmare Factory, ever. And, well, that's because she's a legitimate fighter. She's a MMA fighter. MMA is always going to be where the big bucks really are. I mean, with people like Conor McGregor, Ronda Rousey, and Brock Lesnar killing it in pro wrestling, he can't really be denied with that. McGregor currently is doing really good in New Japan in this universe. That's why we're mentioning that. He is accompanied by Jessamine Duke and the debuting Marina Shafir. Very under the radar. That's the term I'm looking for. Very under the radar addition. And he seemingly has added Paige Van Zandt to the group as she leaves with him, and Dustin disappointingly stares them down. Yeah, I need to push people who aren't Joshis, and I think having MMA people, that'll help. Dan Lambert, he is an easy fit for that. So, yeah, might as well. Ace Austin then defeats Trent. A quick match, and then afterwards, Garza Jr. comes down to the ring, and he's clapping sarcastically and says, "Congratulations on the win, Ace Austin. Too bad Chris Jericho or Sammy Guevara couldn't be here to see it." And speaking of, you still haven't found Jericho, have you? Doing a great job there. Great job, partner. I do hope you find him. As for Sammy, well, honestly, he's been a thorn in my side for quite a while, and let me tell you, he is a terrible, terrible servant. Gotta say. But getting back to the real big matter at hand, I hope that you do find Chris Jericho, because once you do, I'm going to beat him down. I'm going to shut him out. I'm going to retire Chris damn Jericho, because a god can destroy an immortal, Ace Austin. It's amazing when you can see someone underperformed and still get a 99 rating. We cut back to backstage, where April Mendez is seen apologizing to Mayu Iwatani for that match last week. Camera's cutting right as she finishes. Mayu's walked off. And Mendez, she seems upset with herself when Samoa Joe rushes over from behind and locks her in a coquina clutch. Says, "CM Punk, you better listen to me. I get that you're this big star that everyone wanted. You've got so much that people were looking forward to. You, your little wife here. And sure, you two are legends of the business. You guys have all that it takes to be at the top. But why? What brings you to that? For CM Punk being a hot item for 2 years. For someone starting this half-assed revolution that had already existed years prior. You two are nothing. Not when compared to me. Because both of you both quit. Both of you went out there, you said that you were giving your heart and soul for this business, and when hardship came by you, you quit. April Mendez, sure, I can understand a little bit. She's had these injuries, but you know what? So have I. I'm a goddamn machine. I have fought year in and year out, through tears, through tears, through bruises, breaks, blood. Well, you quit over your broken ego. CM Punk, I used to respect you. Back in Ring of Honor, we were supposed to respect each other. We were supposed to show each other honor in all things. But now I can get this off my chest. Let me tell you a little story, because now I know what you really are, CM Punk. You are a self-centered, entirely ego-driven. He is cut off by CM Punk. He rushes in. He starts beating down Joe. Some point during that, Samoa Joe led up the Coquina Clutch because Mendez would have passed out. Punk, he beats down Joe for a little bit and eventually helps escort his wife out of there. As well, Samoa Joe did just choke her out. Yes, by the way, Mendez is still a... She still actually marked as a heel, but I can't turn her for a while. So, yeah. Did I ever know that? I probably did. Kana defeats Maki Ito. Kana hasn't been on the show for a while. Hasn't really done anything for a little bit, but as you go right here, Kana is celebrating in the ring after the match, and she doesn't even back down when Abaddon manages to stalk her way in. Kana even starts making fun of Abaddon, making over-the-top zombie expressions and whatnot, but before Abaddon can lash out, Utami Hayashishita, of all people, takes out Kana from behind. She also goes around and takes out Abaddon. She's easily laying in all three competitors, and eventually she ends it with a big curb stomp to Kana. I don't think Utami actually used a curb stomp, but she will here. Afterwards, she puts her foot on Kana's neck. She does a quick Adam Cole boom. Hand motion. Medical staff rush out, and Utami, she gets up. She takes her foot off of Kana's neck, and she kind of just sits in a corner watching this. I imagine, it's not even in focus with her. We, again, just want to take a hard cam view. Kana is, in the ring, and it's, view of the entire ring. Utami is just, in a corner. Obviously, one of the top corners from hard cam. Gotta see her face. Kana stretchered back. Maki and Abaddon, they've managed to get out on their own. But Utami delivering a huge blow to Kana. After this, it's a cut to backstage. Hiromu Takahashi is rushing out from his locker room to try to take out Utami. But he is eventually floored by Bruiser Sheridan, who is eventually joined by Joey Janela, and later Adam Cole comes in. The two lesser members of the cult have beaten down Takahashi, and Cole kind of just, crouches down, starts talking to Takahashi. He says that just beating him down like this and taking him back to the compound, it's not going to be enough of a punishment for escape, and not enough of a punishment for those crimes. So, you're free to go. You are free to roam by yourself for these next 2 weeks. Is that all out? You won't be able to stand and walk around on your own free will. It'll be a last man standing match. So, yeah, just a quick thing there. Setting up another match at All Out. We are currently at all of our title matches, plus this one. And I think that's it so far. I might be mistaken. Don't actually know. After this, Britt Baker defeats Big Swole, Cynthia Regal, Cheap cheeky cheap win for Britt Baker. Hey? Hold up. Okay, well, I screwed something up. I had things in the wrong order. I'll get back to explaining things in a moment. After the match, Britt Baker is yelling more trash talk at Cheetah. She says that Cheetah's nothing compared to her because Britt is the backbone of AEW, reason it's been standing for so long. Cheetah's music hits, and she doesn't say anything. She just holds the title up. I'm the champion. You're not the backbone because I'm the champion. Poor gimmick, whatever. It's fine. Marketable is, I'll take it. Yeah. We'll explain the match after this. End of the main event match, Brutality Inc. begins pouring out from backstage, and as that happens, Darby quickly rolls up Brian Pillman Jr. to pick up the win. Right after, Darby manages to get some hits to Dijak. He is really quick in the ring, but he is stopped by a springboard parallel kick from Desmond Xavier. Pac is slowly making his way to the ring. Of course, all of Brutality Inc. is out there. They're laying into Darby. He has a kendo stick in his good hand, of course, dislocated shoulder. He's ready to beat down Darby when Sting's music hits. Sting comes out, but he is quickly incapacitated by Killer Kelly with her chain. Cody Rhodes and Tony Lotens, they show up. They attack Brutality Inc. Chaos extends even more as Jon Moxley's music hits. New Sheriff comes up from backstage. All the faces drive Brutality Inc. off. Pac points the kendo stick at all of them in the ring as the show goes off the air. Pac, very good. That's fine. Darby, again, beat Brian Pillman Jr. by roll-up. That's what we missed. So, yeah, good show overall. Better than our last show, because we actually had a good amount of matches. A bit of a screw-up with the ordering there, but it's fine. I don't think that really affected too much. But, yeah, good show. Move on to Dark and Dynamite for the next episode.